RPG lost media. There is a surprising amount of this, especially from the early days of RPGs. The first game that comes to mind for me is the NES prototype for the Super Famicom game called Love Quest. It was set to release in 1994 on the NES, but was cancelled to be remade for the SNES to appeal to a wider audience. Another lost game would be Shonen Majutsushi Indie. Sorry if I butchered that, by the way. The weird thing about this game is that it was sold briefly on eBay, but bought out by a Japanese collector. They claim they bought the game to keep it as a national treasure, instead of having it be sold overseas. Another interesting piece of lost media would be the Horai High play-by-mail game. For context, a play-by-mail game was a game played through mail, where you'd send in a letter to the people running the game, describing what you want to do. And usually after a few weeks to a month, you'd receive a long detailed letter describing what you did based on your actions and the setting of whatever world you interacted with. Basically, it was a choose-your-own-adventure type game that was super popular in 80s Japan before video games kind of took that role. Horai High was a particularly popular one, to the point where it got its own digital game. But sadly, information about it seems sparse, and from what it looks like, any media surrounding it is lost. This was wild, but I'm glad I could tell you about,